Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the top museums to experience while visiting Tacoma, Washington. Now, you may be visiting because you're anticipating on making a move to Tacoma. You may just be visiting for leisure because you decided to visit from out of state. And you may be a Tacoma native or someone in the surrounding areas, and you've not had the opportunity and have taken the pleasure to visit these top museums. So stay tuned as we jump into it. All right, so first on our list is the Tacoma Art Museum. And before we jump into the Tacoma Art Museum and the other museums that we're going to be highlighting today, I just want to say these museums are great places to visit. They make good for good outings, right? They also make great for a good date night. I've had the pleasure of visiting the Tacoma Art Museum at least twice. Out of all the years that I've been here, never really visited the Tacoma Art Museum. When I was in school, we always went up to Seattle to the Pacific Science Center, the Seattle Pacific Science Center. But it is a great experience, and it's definitely not a place that you want to exclude from your entertainment while visiting Tacoma. All right, so we have the Tacoma Art Museum. The Tacoma Art Museum, it has over 5,300 plus works of art. These works are highlighted by Del Chihuly. We have the Del Chihuly glass works. Del Chihuly is actually a Tacoma native. There are also European impressions, Japanese prints, and American art. So this is definitely a place that you want to visit, put on your bucket list for entertainment while visiting Tacoma. It's located in downtown Tacoma, so you definitely want to put the Tacoma Art Museum on your list. So next up on our list is the Museum of Glass, or the MOG, the acronym MOG. The Museum of Glass is a 75,000 square foot museum. It displays art through the medium of glass. Now, here for the Museum of Glass, it is, well, let's say the overall vision of this museum is for artists to be encouraged to continue to work their expression of art, right? It's also a great place that provides education, and then it does encourage the creativity of artists. This has been the mission and the vision of the Museum of Glass since 2002, when the museum was first founded. Now, in 1992, Dr. Phibbs, the retired president of the University of Puget Sound, actually reached out and had a conversation with the renowned glass-blowing artist Del Chihuly to get his input on the overall vision of the Museum of Glass. The Museum of Glass was architectured by the architect Arthur Erickson, who actually collaborated with Del Chihuly on the architecture of this project of the Museum of Glass, and it was actually for Arthur his first major museum in the United States. So when you visit the Museum of Glass, I'm sure you can't miss it. You can't miss the cone that's inspired by the wood beehive burners of the sawmills, made up of 2,800 diamond-shaped stainless pieces of glass. And it sits right there on the Thea Foss Waterway, which adds to the experience and the scenery while visiting the Museum of Glass. Next up on our list is the LeMay, America's Car Museum. This is a great place to visit. It actually took me a while before getting down there since they built the museum. But I had an opportunity of experiencing at least part of the museum. My wife and her brother and mother, they actually had the chance to enjoy the museum in its entirety. It's actually recommended that you set aside 2 to 3 hours if you want the full-blown experience. Just like the other museums, like the Tacoma Art Museum, just like the Museum of Glass, LeMay is located in downtown Tacoma. It's actually adjacent to the Tacoma Dome. All right. Now, it first opened in June of 2012, and the Harold LeMay Family Car Museum donated some of the vehicles, and then the rest of the vehicles still remain at that museum, which is located in Spanaway. After Harold LeMay passed, Tacoma actually donated 10 acres for this museum to be built. All right, there's over 350 cars, and these cars are selected because of their style, because of their speed, and because of their perceived worth by American car lovers or car lovers in general. All right, now when you visit this museum, you want to know that there's gift shops, there's banquet rooms, there's a cafe, lecture halls. It's a great place to visit. Once again, when you plan on visiting, you want to put aside 2 to 3 hours if you want to experience all that this museum has to offer. I'm actually going to make it my business to go back so that I could experience the full thing. I only made it there because a brother of mine from my church, he actually got married there, and we were just on that main floor. And just that main floor was mind-blowing. Beautiful vehicles there. Had a great time. So I do plan on going back, and you should plan on visiting the museum yourself. Those are the top 3 museums that you definitely want to experience on your visit here to Tacoma. And if you want more details, more history, more background, and of course you want to know the hours and the costs and all that stuff, I have the links provided below. So you can never say that when you came to Tacoma you didn't know what to do, because I gave you 3 top museums to experience while here in Tacoma. All right, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.